I'm trying out different ice creams today, specifically the Azam brand, because this fascinated me. I saw them being advertised on my grocery shop, my online grocery shopping, and Azam is, to me, it's a flour factory. They make flour for baking bread, for making cakes. So I was curious to know if their ice creams are any good. So I won't eat them all today, but I've got a selection and we'll try them over the next few days. Right, so here's the Azam ones. This one's called Nattis. Is that to do with like, I don't know what that name is. I'm wondering if it's named after dreadlock, like Natti dreads. I don't know. Am I overthinking this? Because it's like sort of a, I don't know, dreadlock shape? I don't know. Maybe I'm making that up, don't know. This one's called Choco Chix, and it looks like the same thing but with dark chocolate. And then here we've got one called String Duo. String Duo. I don't know quite what the name's about, but that one looks like a fruit one. I don't know what kind of shape they're going to be in because they were delivered by a delivery driver and it's usually fruit and veg, so I don't know if they had a cold box. That one feels pretty intact, but this one, I don't know, maybe it feels a little bit of a strange shape, so maybe not. So I'm going to try those. There was one other one that looked like a little ball on top of a cone, but they'd run out. So I thought I would test them against these ones called Fiesta. And they definitely feel a bit squishy. They definitely feel a bit mushed up. Yeah, we'll see. But let's test them against Dairyland. Definitely seen Dairyland in the shops, so I think it's quite a well-known brand here. So we'll try Azam brand against the Fiesta and see which one comes out best. All right, so I'm jumping in with Natties. What's it say? Hazelnut flavoured ice cream coated with chocolate and hazelnut. I'm always a bit sceptical when it says hazelnut flavoured. It's like, well, if it isn't actual hazelnut, what are you flavouring it with? Let me have a little look at the back. Okay, ingredients: purified water, vegetable fat, fresh milk, milk solids, whey solids, sugar, glucose syrup. It has got hazelnuts and cashew nuts in there, but I think that might be on the coating rather than in the ice cream. Stabilizer, emulsifier, flavours, natural, identical, artificial. It's got natural, identical / artificial. I don't know what that means. And food grade colours. Okay. Then it says chocolate coating, vegetable fat, cocoa powder, cocoa mass, lecithin, sugar, milk solids and vanillas. Okay, so that's really weird because it says hazelnut flavoured ice cream, but if you look at the ingredients, the ice cream does include hazelnut, I guess, because then it says the chocolate coating doesn't include hazelnut. So I don't know. Am I overthinking it? Let's just try it. Let's see what it's like. Oh my goodness. Oh no. It's completely coming apart. Oh no, it's totally fallen off the stick. I guess it was too mushy. I guess maybe my, I don't know, maybe my freezer isn't cold enough. Oh dear, never mind. Let's just open it up and try eating it from the end. Oh, goodness. Okay, let's just, oh no, I can't even pick it up. It's completely falling apart. Oh God, this is going to be a disaster. Okay. Oh, taste of hazelnut though, nice. I don't think that this is their fault. I think maybe my freezer maybe isn't cold enough, or maybe it got damaged when it was being delivered, but oh dear. I'm gonna go and get a spoon. Right, let's try. Okay, ice cream and chocolate. That's pretty good. I also have to apologise for the background noise. There's a workshop next door and they've just been hammering and like sawing metal. I realised that if I don't just film through it, I'm never going to make another video again. If you're from the UK, I think maybe the US, it reminds me very, very much of a Viennetta. the way that it is here, where it's all kind of like melted, but it's kind of got that very, very thin, crunchy chocolate, and quite nice ice cream. I'm enjoying it. Wow, I would buy that again. It's nice. Hello lovelies, I've been doing a day of housework and spring cleaning, so I'm looking a little bit right now. But I thought I deserved another ice cream. So we're going in for the Choco Chix, which should be just like the last ice cream, but it looks like it might be dark chocolate. Yeah, it seems to have all of the same stuff that the last one did, minus the hazelnut. So let's get in there. Let's see if it's fared any better than the last one. I don't know how to get into this. There we go. Oh no. No, it is just as, oh no, it is, it's okay. It's a bit better than the last one. Yeah, there we go. I feel like this is gonna fall apart. The chocolate is not as dark as I thought it was. I thought it was dark chocolate, but it's a little bit milky, which is good because I'm not really a fan of dark chocolate. So yeah, this is good. It reminds me very, very much of the choc ices that my dad would buy from the supermarket and keep in the fridge. So it's got a kind of a familiar taste to it. Yeah, it's really nice. The only thing that I would say is it's kind of that really cheap chocolate that is a little bit waxy. So you know when the ice cream has melted away, you're kind of left chewing this ball of slightly waxy chocolate. It's not unpleasant, it's just not the best quality chocolate. Hi guys, I've got moto hair. I've just got back from learning how to do an oil change and a filter change on my bike. It was really good fun. I've learned a lot, but it's very, very hot out there. So I think I deserve an ice cream. Sorry, my voice has been a bit funny the past couple of days. I don't know why. This one's called String Duo. And I think it's a fruit one. It says strawberry and vanilla ice cream, covered with strawberry flavoured coating. Again, when things say flavoured rather than just strawberry coating, makes me wonder what's in it. But I think it's fine. Okay, I'm not a huge fruit ice lolly fan, but oh it's a little bit crushed. It looks fine. It smells like strawberry chocolate, an artificial strawberry smell. Okay, let's try the coating. Yeah, it's strawberry chocolate. It's a chocolate coating, I think. I thought maybe it would be like, what do you call it? Like a sorbet, an outer sorbet coating, strawberry sorbet. But it's a strawberry chocolate coating. It's already melting. It's quite an impressive colour. It reminds me of the watermelons I grew. So I think it's just vanilla chocolate underneath. Let's try. Oh, actually, I think it might be slightly strawberry. I think it's got a slight strawberry flavour to it. Or maybe the coating is just so overpowering that it makes the ice cream taste of strawberry. It's not that overpowering, actually. It's very mild. I'm quite enjoying this. Overall, it's very good. I like it. So far I have been quite impressed by the Azam ice creams. I think if you've got that ice cream craving on a hot day, I think it definitely scratches that itch. Right, I'm gonna go and finish this. Okay, I'm back. I've discovered why they call it a string duo. It's because if you take the covering off like this, I don't know if you can see that, it's vanilla on one side and strawberry on the other. So I wasn't wrong. It does taste of strawberry on one side. Strawberry ice cream and vanilla ice cream. So that's what it's called A duo string duo string. That's why it's called whatever's on the front of this packet. Hi guys, another day, another ice cream. I'm going to be sad when this series is over. We've finished the Azam ice creams that I could get hold of, and so we're moving on to try the Dairyland to compare them. And this one's called a Dairyland Fiesta, and it's a Fiesta Classic, which says vanilla flavoured ice cream covered in chocolate. From the picture, it looks like it's going to be milk chocolate. So let's have a little look. Open it from the end with the handle. Oh, okay. Oh, it's all squished up. It's a bit squished up. I think that would just be a normal ice cream with the chocolate on. I think they melted really, really badly when I ordered them, and by the time they got into my fridge, it was beyond repair. But just assume that it looks like it does on the front there. So again, this reminds me of the Azam one that was just like a normal choc ice, just vanilla ice cream with chocolate around the outside. Let's see if it's the same kind of chocolate. Okay. Hold on, I need another bite before I can give my opinion. Wow, messy. Okay, couple of notes I've got here. The first one is that the ice cream tastes a little bit ice crystally. You know, it's got that slight crunch to it, which the Azam one didn't. So I'm actually going to give the Azam one higher points for the ice cream, but at the same point, at the same point, the chocolate on this one seems to be better quality, because when I bite into it, it melts away. Whereas the Azam one, it was really waxy chocolate. So all of the ice cream would melt away in your mouth, and you'd still be chewing at this like wad of cheap chocolate. So still good though. Hi guys, it's a very sad day today as we're on to our very last ice cream. And I've discovered that Dairyland is actually from Kenya. We've got so many Dairyland products here, ice cream and hot chocolate I saw the other day. So they're coming from Kenya. And this one, I'm quite excited because it's called Salted Caramel. And it looks like it's got bits of salted caramel on the outside. So I have very high hopes for this one. I think this is going to be my favourite even before I've opened it. Oh no! Oh no! It's completely squished. But it does indeed have what look like salted caramel bits on the outside. So let me see if I can break a bit of that off. Oh, it's falling off. Okay, so there we've got a little bit of what looks like salted caramel. It's not salted caramel. That was nuts. Was that hazelnuts? Covered in chocolate and peanuts. Okay, so those were peanuts, not salted caramel. So, okay. I would have preferred salted caramel, as it is a salted caramel ice cream. Again, the chocolate is very melty in the mouth, which is good. Right, let's try the salted caramel ice cream. I just got another mouthful of chocolate. A little bit ice crystally on the actual ice cream, but then it has kind of been melted and refrozen, so I don't think that's really their fault. It's a very, very light, delicate flavour. It doesn't kind of scream any one flavour at me. If I had to guess, I'd probably have said toffee. It tastes a little bit like toffee. It's definitely not bad, but I would struggle to go, oh yes, that's definitely salted caramel. Oh, I have kind of noticed there's something dripping down, and I think before it got all squished, I think there is actually a layer of caramel underneath the chocolate. See, it's dripped onto the packet here, and I also think it's showing it in the picture that there is supposed to be a layer of caramel underneath, which probably gives a bit more flavour to the ice cream when it's whole and not completely smashed up. Hello lovelies, it has taken me so long to make this video that I managed to get my hands on the Ballcone. So this is the one that I couldn't get the first time around, and I'm very excited. And it's by Azam, so it's the flour company again. Yeah, it's vanilla flavoured ice cream in a sugar cone coated with chocolate. So let's give it a go. It's literally just arrived, so I'm not going to put it in the fridge, because if I put it in the fridge, I think it's going to end up all crushed like the others. Let's have a look at it. Oh gosh. It's already looking a little bit frazzled, but let's see. Oh, ta-da! It feels very, very structurally unsound. It's very, very squishy, and it's leaking a little bit. Let's try it. So the chocolate on this is very, very thin. It's a very crunchy, thin layer of chocolate, which is nice, but it's absolutely squishy. So the cone is kind of falling apart in my hands, and it's soggy. So there's nothing crunchy about the cone, which I think is a bit disappointing. When you get yourself a cornetto, you expect to have a crunchy cone. Oh no, it's leaking out the bottom. That is not good. That is not what you want from a cornetto. Same as the other Azam ice. Oh no, it's dripping right out the bottom. Oh, that's not good. That's not good construction at all. But same as the other Azam ice creams, is the ice cream itself is really nice, but the chocolate is very chewy. Let's try a bit of this soggy cone. So I just tried to take a bite of the cone, and it's peeling off. It's very, very soggy, and it's dripping out the bottom. Yeah, I don't think I'd bite again. I mean, it's nice though. It's nice, but I don't think I'd do that again. Okay, guys, that's the end of my ice cream adventure. Coming away from it, I feel like they were all kind of on a par. There wasn't one that really stood out to me. I think I was quite surprised by that duo string one, which was part vanilla, part strawberry, and the strawberry chocolate on the outside really surprised me, because I just assumed that would be sort of sorbet, and I was kind of surprised at how much I did enjoy that. I don't know if it was just the novelty. I'm not usually much of a fruit ice cream kind of person, but yeah, I did actually enjoy that. I would definitely 100% say that I really, really preferred the ice cream in the Azam ones, because I didn't taste any kind of ice crystally crunch. And to be fair, the Dairyland ones had melted and reformed, but then so had the Azam ones. And the Azam ice cream I thought was just a little bit better. But at the same point, the Dairyland chocolate was a lot better than the Azam chocolate. The Azam chocolate, it just turned into like this ball of chewy wax rather than, you know, it did eventually kind of dissolve and it was edible, but it just had that very waxy cheap chocolate taste, whereas the Dairyland chocolate melts alongside the ice cream. So I think if you could combine the Azam ice cream and the Dairyland chocolate in something like that Natti, the Natti ice cream, the first one that we had, I think that would be an absolute winner. So yeah, let me know if you've tried any of these and which you prefer. Are you an Azam ice cream person, or are you a Dairyland ice cream person, or are you just like me and you are an ice cream person in whatever form it comes? Let me know below.